What is up, guys? This is How Not to Play Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, and today's video is a little different because usually I do a live commentary, and this is actually going to be a commentary talkover. What is it? Voiceover commentary? I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Anyway, I've never done it before, really, honestly, and so, but the reason why is because I wanted to make this a walkthrough, basically, because this mode can be hard, but once you actually figure it out, it's honestly not that hard. As long as everyone knows what they're doing, you know, it's easy. It's really easy. I think it's easier than the last one, because the only annoying part is the chompers and the squash. You know, sometimes the squash thinks it's all about him, and it's just not, honestly. You know, the squash needs to move on with its life. So there are 6 steps to doing this. First step is really hard. First step is plant the bait. Sometimes, you know, you just don't know what to choose. You got 3 options. That's a lot of options, you know, choices. And it makes you think about life and being an adult and how there's so many choices in life that you have to go through. The second step is to defend the bait. The third step, once you have defended the bait and everything, the squash will actually come out, and what you want to do once he comes out is you want to shoot the squash. Oh wait, hold on, there's a smudge. Oh, I'm sorry, don't shoot the squash because you'll look like a fucking idiot, because honestly there's no reason to shoot him right now. Like, you'll get to him later. Like I said, this honestly isn't really all about him, and he needs to understand that. He needs to know that you have a life and that you have other things to do. So just ignore him for now. People think that when you shoot him you don't do damage, and that's not true. You do damage, but because his health is so dramatically high, it just doesn't seem like you're actually doing any damage, but you actually are. But it's pointless to shoot him because you're literally, it's gonna be like a speck of dust hitting the hair on my arm. That's literally what it's going to be like for him. It's going to do nothing. After you've not shot him and not look like an idiot, step 4 is 2 different parts. You want to go to the anchors and you want to defeat the guardian. Now, this is where the teamwork aspect kind of comes in, because 2 people are going to have to go to the anchors and the other 2 are going to have to go and defeat the guardian that spawns once the people are at the anchors. Now, there are 2 different anchors. They both look like graveyards, basically, and they're both in the middle of the map. And only 1 person needs to be in it. Not 2, not 3, just 1 person per anchor needs to be in. And then they basically just have to survive, which sometimes is hard because the squash will just wander around, and it'll wander into the middle, and it'll start attacking you for like no fucking reason, because it's self-centered, arrogant little... Now, the 2 people need to stay in that anchor point until the guardian is killed, because otherwise it will reset, and you'll have to bring him out once again, and it'll have full health all over again, and it's such a downer. Honestly, it's, it's so depressing. But once he is killed, we move on to the 5th step, which is you have to get candy. Now, this is crucial because a lot of people still don't seem to understand how to do this step. I don't know what's so difficult to understand about it, especially there's this one match I was in where there's this one person who kept grabbing the candy and he kept dying, and he didn't understand. Both times when he grabbed it he died. He didn't understand that he wasn't supposed to grab it because he didn't have the bucket. So what will happen once you defeat the guardian is a bucket will spawn, and 1 person goes and grabs it. Once the bucket is grabbed, then a champion will spawn, and you have to go and kill the champion in a certain time limit. I believe it's like 41 seconds you have before you run out of time, and if you run out of time, everyone dies. So it's unfortunate. But basically you go and you kill the champion will drop a piece of candy. Now, the only person who grabs this candy is the person with the bucket. That is crucial. If another person grabs it, the candy turns sour and you have to do it all over again, and it doesn't reset the timer either. So the clock is still running down when you do that. Also, the person with the bucket cannot die. If they die, everyone dies. So once again, if you're a scientist it's very crucial that you keep that person with the bucket healthy and happy and alive. Once you have done that 3 times, it will happen 3 times. Once you kill the champion, it'll drop the candy, the person with the bucket grabs it, then another champion will spawn and you repeat it again and again, and then once you grab that last piece of candy the 3rd time, what will happen is everyone gets a sugar rush, which is step 6. And in the sugar rush, everyone deals incredibly increased damage. And the sugar rush only lasts for about, I want to say 40 seconds. I don't know, I would have to like look back at it. The one where I did it successfully, the one that you're seeing right now, this is in hard mode, and we successfully did it, and I think we had to do it 3 or 4 times, I can't quite remember. But in normal mode, it was a different group of people, and thankfully everyone kind of knew what they were doing. It was a really rare occasion, but we ran out of time. But before then, when we got the sugar rush, which was the first time I had successfully actually gotten a sugar rush, we got his health down halfway on the very first sugar rush. Halfway. It was insane. And so, but because we ran out of time, we literally got the sugar rush at the last 10 seconds, but it didn't matter because it was too late. But basically, once the sugar rush is over, you're gonna have to repeat steps 4 through 6 over and over again until you actually kill him. And then once you do that, you'll actually get a variant of a hat for the scientist. So before I end this video, I just want to quick shout out to the people that I was with. They were awesome. They did a great job. It was a great game, and I was so relieved because it had been such a failure after failure before that, because I literally played all day yesterday and I didn't have one successful game at all, and I was so like disappointed and I was ready to give up. So it was really nice to play with people that knew what they were doing and had really good teamwork and effort, and yeah, so shout out to them. Shout out to Wither Cub. He's a really good scientist, like a really good, which makes me happy because I'm all about supporting my team. So it's like, and he seems to be really good at it, and I'm really good at it, so I feel like that's why we did such a good job on this mode, is because we were supporting our team and making sure that no one died. Setup wise, I would really recommend 2 scientists. I would really recommend it. If you don't have a computer scientist, that's fine, just really any scientist besides a close range scientist, because honestly, why would you do that to yourself? Like chemist and zoologist, I really don't recommend for this. It's like, as much as I love them, as much as they do really good damage, I just really wouldn't recommend close range zombies such as Rody Z. Like, I love the Rody Z, I really do, but I just wouldn't recommend him for this mode. I would recommend someone that can do a lot of damage. The computer scientists and toxic brains were perfect for this, because toxic brains, you know, just with the legendary modes in general, they really help out in a bunch, as long as you get the kills that you need and everything. And especially in the sugar rush mode, they really just annihilate the squash. But yeah, I would advise 2 scientists at least, and the other 2 characters, honestly, as long as they do a good amount of damage. I also would not recommend an imp. I'm sorry, I just don't. I was like, I'm the same way as I was last boss hunt with the chompers. I'm gonna be the same way for this boss hunt for the imps. It's just like, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Unless you're a party imp. Maybe that's okay, but still, I just would not recommend it. I'll probably be doing another video once the next mystery portal event happens. I don't think I will be doing any more videos on this boss hunt. I will be playing it. Normally what I do for these events is I'll literally, especially for the boss hunt mode, is I'll get everything that I need, you know, rainbow stars wise, and then once I've done that for myself, I'll just quit playing for a little bit, and then on the very last day, I'll play just to kind of help people out and help them get rainbow stars for themselves, and that's it. Oh, and thanks to anyone who subscribed or whatever, because I recently hit 100 subscribers, which isn't that much, but you know what? I'm happy about it. I think that's awesome. I've been getting a lot of subscribers because of Plants vs. Zombies, which I'm okay with, honestly. I really love this game. I have a lot of fun doing it. I have a lot of fun recording for it. Um, I am starting a new series. I haven't edited it yet, but it should be out soon. And I'll have a bunch of other videos coming out, and I'll have Sims videos and all that. So I'm really trying to get back into that recording groove, I guess. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.